Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about one of my favorite notes in fragrances, amber. Now, I love a good amber dominant fragrance, especially during fall and winter. That's why I chose this particular note to deep dive in today's video. Now, what is amber? Amber is actually a blend of multiple perfume notes like labdanum, vanilla, and benzoin, sometimes patchouli and tonka as well. These blend of notes give that warm, sweet, sensual, slightly smoky aroma of an amber. I have a lot of amber dominant fragrances in my collection, but today I chose to show you only my top 10. These are the top 10 most special amber fragrances that I own. I'm going to start off with an amber that I'm going to describe more as a skin scent. This is called The Eve by I'm Soul. This is actually a niche brand from China that I discovered when I was in Beauty World Dubai. I was very happy to discover this niche perfume brand from China, as first of all, I don't own any perfumes from China, and it's my first time to hear about this brand called I'm Soul. I'm not sure if they're shipping to Europe, but I think they are available in Asia and in US. They're available in Dubai as well. By the way, this brand is very reasonably priced, and most of their fragrances are created by master perfumers, so I highly recommend you to check them out. Anyway, as I was testing their fragrances, I asked their staff what is their bestseller, and she told me that it is The Eve. As mentioned, I find this fragrance as a skin scent, but imagine a skin scent that is ambery. White musk ambroxan pear, giving it that skin scent aroma with added soft iris and rose. This to me smells very sensual, a very effortless, sexy scent. It actually reminds me of white musk from Body Shop. So if you've tried white musk from Body Shop, it also has that particular kind of sensual musk. It's the same musk in The Eve with an addition of amber nuance. It's so beautiful and very wearable. I think in today's list, this is the most likable one. And also, since I describe it as more of like a skin scent, this has the least projection. It lasted me around 2 to 4 hours. It lingers on clothes. I love this kind of skin scent amber, as I don't have anything like this in my collection. Once again, The Eve by the brand I'm Soul. I highly recommend you checking it out because I think this cost less than $50 as well. I find this fragrance unisex, by the way. Now, one of my favorite type of amber is when it is mixed with something spicy. So now I'm going to talk about some warm, spicy amber scents in my collection. Spicydelice by Juice Parfums. Now, this is a perfect example of a spicy amber scent. Imagine cardamom, ginger, pink pepper, cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, plus that deep and dark amber. Very sexy in my opinion. And as the name suggests, Spicydelice, that is basically the vibe of this fragrance. I get more spices than amber. So if you are a fan of cardamom and cinnamon in fragrances, you will definitely love Spicydelice. I love the fact that it also has cloves and ginger, giving this fragrance that perfect zing. So it doesn't literally smell like just spices. So it's like a mix of warm and zesty spices. And the amber is just in the background. It's quite woody as well, plus that fresh greenness coming from the Davana. This fragrance is so beautiful, sexy, warm, spicy amber scent. I find this fragrance unisex and I think it's perfect for fall and winter time. Once again, Spicydelice by Juice Parfums. And when it comes to projection, this lasts more than 6 to 7 hours on my skin. So yeah, having said that, above average. Next up is a spicy amber that I just discovered at Beauty World. This is Amber Infusion by Swiss Arabian. Now, this is a warm, spicy amber scent that is bolder and darker. For example, I find Spicydelice like a spicy amber during daytime. Now, Amber Infusion is a spicy amber that I think will be perfect at night. Oh my God, smells very luxurious to me. There's something incensey about this fragrance as well that I find quite luxurious. That is the difference of it from the other spicy amber that I have in today's list. The kind of amber in here is quite dark, bold, and rich. Also, it has the powerhouse base of patchouli, leather, and olibanum. This to me is a luxurious smelling, spicy amber scent that I think will be perfect for special occasions. There's something about Amber Infusion that smells quite regal to me. Really like a luxurious smelling, spicy, resinous amber combo that I think will be perfect for special occasions this winter time. Once again, Amber Infusion by Swiss Arabian. Projection is above average. This one lasted on me more than 6 hours and it lasts longer on clothes. And I find this fragrance perfectly unisex. Now, when it comes to spicy amber, I think this is the spiciest of them all. And this is called Ambre Khandjar by Unui Nomad. Now, this fragrance has such a bold character. Definitely spicy, warm, dark, and rich. It has plum that gave this fragrance a different kind of depth and boldness. I do get something cinnamony in here, even though cinnamon is not listed in the note breakdown. I will say cinnamon, earthy, patchouli, dark amber, and benzoin are the most prominent notes to my nose, plus a lot of warm spices. It is very spicy to the point that it reminds me of like a spice market. I think actually this is inspired by a spice market in Oman. Yeah, that is the vibe of this fragrance. I love it. I have a particular mood for it, especially when it's extremely cold. And when it comes to projection, guys, this is quite beastly. A very underrated fragrance from Unui Nomad. And I think if you are like me and you enjoy spicy, deep, dark, bold ambers, you will definitely love Ambre Khandjar. Now, I find this fragrance unisex, however, leaning more masculine. Once again, Ambre Khandjar by Unui Nomad, the spiciest amber of them all. Now, let's talk about amber that leans more feminine. And my choice is December Amber by Paris Corner. Now, this is a kind of amber scent that is feminine leaning because this is somehow sweet. It has caramel that gave its sweetness, plus it has a creamy coconut feel to it that I am loving so much. If you watch my channel, you know how much I love this fragrance as I've been nonstop using it since I received it. I don't know, there's something about it that is very addictive to me. This starts off quite boozy and fruity. It kind of smells like mulled wine in the opening. However, as it dries down, it becomes sweeter and it also has that creaminess that I just love so much. I think you will love it if the idea of caramel, amber, benzoin, and vanilla combo sounds appealing to you. I might even consider this as somehow gourmand type of amber. It is a sweet fragrance, so I will say if the idea of a good vanilla, benzoin, amber, and caramel combo sounds appealing to you, then I highly recommend you December Amber by Paris Corner. Longevity and projection are fantastic on this one, last more than 8 hours on skin and on clothes, especially if you overspray. Now, let's talk about an amber scent that is perfectly unisex and that is quite fruity. And this is Amber Epices by Experimental Perfume Club. Now, this is a kind of amber that is quite uplifting. I would say it's perfect for everyday use. This is a blend of bergamot, incense, iris, some fruits, and tea. I will definitely consider this as more of like a fruity, uplifting tea plus amber. This is very soothing. I think the tea and incense combo in here gave this fragrance that calming vibe. It's quite different from the rest of the amber fragrances in today's video because I find this fragrance quite cozy and uplifting in spite of it being heavy in amber. It has juniper berries as well. Probably that's why I'm loving it so much, because to me, anything with juniper berries smells very uplifting and fresh. So juniper berries, incense, tea, and amber are the main notes that I'm getting from Amber Pieces. And there's something quite fruity about it as well that I cannot pinpoint what kind of fruit actually. But yeah, I think maybe it's that juniper berries. Yeah, because I'm definitely getting some like berry nuance in here. It's so beautiful, guys. An amber scent that I think is perfectly unisex and perfect as well for daily use. Once again, Amber Pieces by Experimental Perfume Club, an uplifting incense, tea, and amber scent. Now, another amber that I find to be like very sexy, especially for women, Rosendo Mateu number 5. Like, do I need any other description for this fragrance aside from being one of the most sensual amber musky scent out there? This smells so exotic to me. Like, if I can describe this fragrance in 2 words, it will be exotic and sensual. I know a lot of you love it and a lot of you hate it as well, because a lot of you get like a burning tire smell out of this fragrance, and I don't. Rosendo Mateu number 5 has prominent saffron that actually gave it that leather nuance that might come across as like burning tire smell to some. I don't really get that. To me, this is more of like a sensual golden amber and carnal musk. Yeah, this is so sexy. And I see this fragrance as a signature scent of a beautiful, exotic lady. Yeah, that's how it smells like to me. If you watch my channel, you know that Rosendo Mateu number 5 is one of my favorites. In my opinion, this is one of the sexiest perfume for women as well. And I definitely consider it as a sexy amber, vanilla, and musk combo. Once again, Rosendo Mateu number 5. And aside from it, exotic, sexy vibes, this also has nuclear performance. Now, next up is the best amber release this year. And this is Tales of Amber by Goldfield and Banks. Now, the difference of Tales of Amber from the rest of the Amber perfumes in today's list is that aside from amber, iris and ambergris are quite prominent in here as well. I'm definitely getting the orris and iris in here that to me comes across quite lipsticky. As this fragrance dries down, the agarwood, ambergris, and labdanum shows up more, giving this fragrance that salty, slightly sweet, mineral, musky scent that I am just loving so much. So I would say that this is more of like amber, ambergris, iris kind of scent. Very different from the rest. I think the only similarity of Tales of Amber from the rest of the perfumes today is that it has bold and rich amber as well. However, with the prominence of ambergris, iris, and labdanum in here, this fragrance hits differently because there's a lot of nuances playing in the background. There's lipstick in there, there's something salty, mineral, and sweet, musky. Love it. Tales of Amber, I mentioned before, is one of my best discoveries this year, and I find this fragrance truly remarkable. And when it comes to longevity and projection, this lasted me around 6 to 8 hours. So having said that, above average. And yeah, I love this fragrance so much. Tales of Amber by Goldfield and Banks, more of like a salty mineral, sweet amber plus iris combo that I just truly adore. I find this fragrance unisex. Okay, last two. Aside from spicy amber, I also love a good vanilla, amber, and incense combo. And I think Amwaj material is the best when it comes to that category. Now, this is more of like an incensey, amber, vanilla scent that just smells regal as well. I would say Amber Infusion and material are kind of giving that same luxurious regal vibes. However, with material, this has more pronounced incense and elemi. So having said that, it has more of that burning wood quality in it that I just love so much. I consider Material as one of my winter staples, as there's something about it that just smells wintry, but at the same time luxurious. This is a type of fragrance that I will definitely wear if I have to attend a special event. The vanilla in here is not too sweet. It is just enough to give this fragrance some balance, because the incense and amber here are quite prominent. Plus, it also has that labdanum and kayak wood, giving this fragrance that depth that I am loving so much. So I'm going to consider this a very good vanilla, amber, and incense combo. This is something that I will highly recommend. One of Amouage best, in my humble opinion. Once again, Material by Amouage, and I find this fragrance unisex. All right, last but not the least, I think is the king of all the ambers. Now, for sure, you know what I'm talking about. I don't own a bottle of it, and I approve it to be the best amber scent out there. I'm gonna show you a dupe of it instead, and this is called Soir by Fragrance World. In my opinion, this is like a spot-on dupe of Grand Soir, maybe missing just a little bit of the depth of Grand Soir, but scent-wise, guys, this is a perfect example of that deep, dark, resinous amber. It also has prominent vanilla, almost like same type of vanilla in Material. I'm showing you Soir, but in my opinion, of course, Grand Soir is still the better option, because I just find that fragrance bolder and richer. The amber in Grand Soir is definitely richer than Soir, because with Soir, I think I get more of the vanilla, and with Grand Soir, it's more of the amber. Both are amazing, but you don't need both. The only reason why I haven't gotten Grand Soir yet is that I have Soir, and to me, they are very similar anyway. But if you have the budget, of course, go for Grand Soir, because to me, that is the epitome of like a good, dark, bold, resinous amber. Now, if you don't have like a budget, you can go for Soir. This is more vanillic than ambery. However, like in the air, I think they smell the same. So yeah, Soir from Fragrance World, an alternative for Grand Soir. And I find this fragrance unisex, however, masculine leaning. Actually, I find Grand Soir as well to be more masculine leaning. I prefer smelling it on my husband. Like, we used to have like a 10 ml, it finished already. I love smelling that perfume on my husband. One of the best masculine perfumes as well, in my opinion, for fall and winter. So that is the video for today, guys. Those are the top 10 amber perfumes that I own in my collection. Let me know what you think of it, if you own any of these, or if you want to add an amber forward fragrance in this list. Also, I want to know the notes that you would love me to dive in next time. I'm thinking of doing like best of mask. What do you think? Or if you have another note in mind, please let me know in the comments down below. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, guys, and see you on my next one. Bye!